Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. I hope you're all having a wonderful week this week. This morning, I'm on my way to the gym, and today I only have one client, which means I have heaps of admin work to get through today. But before I go to the gym, I thought I'd show you some pre-workout snacks that I'm having today. I didn't have anything at home today, so I stopped at the supermarket to get some dried peaches. You guys, these are my new favorite thing. They literally taste like a fruit tube lolly. They're amazing. And then I had some pretzels. So before I train any lifting, I always have 30 grams of carbs for an hour session. And then at the 45-minute mark, I'll have another 15 grams of carbs. So the reason that is because I have worked with a sports dietitian to help me fuel for my performance as a performer and as someone who goes to the gym to cross train. So I'll be having those. And then I also have my Naked Harvest pre-workout. This is in the flavor apple and kiwi. I love Naked Harvest, you guys, because I'm someone who likes to have the most natural ingredients possible. I also love that they have creatine in all their pre-workouts because it makes it so much easier to get my creatine in. It means that I don't have to take multiple supplements, and it just blends so much nicer in the formula than if I put creatine in my pre-workout, which I have done in the past. And this one also has magnesium in it as well, which is perfect because I've been getting so much muscle pain recently. So I'm gonna have this and my snacks, and we're gonna head off to the gym. Happy Tuesday. I am feeling so excited to go and do my bike session today, which is really random. I have to do a new form of training and it's very boring. It's called heart rate zone training, and this was given to me by my osteopath. Basically, with my neck injury, any form of high heart rate, high intensity exercise brings on the pain and the dizziness and specifically the pain symptoms. So what he has me doing is slowly increasing my heart rate, and we started off with zone 2 for a few weeks, and then I got the flu, so I did another zone 2 session last week for 30 minutes, and then this week I'm progressing to zone 3, so 70% to 80% of my max heart rate, and I'm so excited to actually start being able to push my training a bit more. And I used to get so bored doing this zone training on heart rate zone training on the bike, because ain't nobody want to watch your heart rate for 30 minutes straight, kind of torture. So I've started playing YouTube videos while I'm on the bike and having it just on top of my Whoop heart rate zone, so I can watch my heart rate and the YouTube video at the same time. Life hack. So I'm actually so excited for today's bike session. I didn't get to film anything last night or yesterday evening because honestly, you guys, I just got home and had the biggest breakdown. Ben came over and comforted me because I don't want to get into it too much, but being injured and having all of these intense health issues that I've been having for like the past 3 years now has been one of the worst chapters of my life. I've been experiencing nausea, vomiting, migraines every single day. Sorry, migraines frequently, headaches every single day, dizzy spells, black spots in my vision. I went through a period where I like really struggled to eat, and it wasn't from a lack of wanting, it was just because the nausea was so bad, and extreme fatigue. And it's been happening for like the past 3 years, and I have no idea what is going on with my body, and it seems to be the case that like no medical professional that I've seen knows what's going on with my body, which has been incredibly frustrating. And I didn't really want to open up about this on my YouTube page because I like it to be like super positive, but I realized maybe someone out there is also struggling with the same thing. Maybe someone out there is also an athlete and is having chronic health issues that is limiting them from doing what they love and limiting them from being able to push hard in their training. So I thought I'd share. That's what I've been going through for the past like 3 years. And when it first started happening, it was so debilitating. I couldn't move, I couldn't train, I could barely go to work. I was the most sick I've ever been in my life. It's better now. However, I really have to balance my days and not have too many clients on at one time. Make sure that I like have periods of downtime, make sure that I am doing things that allow me to just chill out. It's been really, really hard, and no one really knows what's going on. I've seen therapists, I've seen acupuncturists, I've seen 3 different types of physios, I've now seen an osteo, and no one can figure out what's going on with my health issues, no one can figure out what's going on with my neck, and it's been incredibly frustrating. And yeah, last night it just became too much for me, and I just broke down. And I feel like, as someone who is an athlete, I feel like us athletes tend to tie our identity to our sport, and for me that is dance. I've been dancing since I was 3 years old. It was my entire world pretty much, and especially when I started to go professional and like train at a pre-professional level, I just made it my entire life and sacrificed everything and anything to like be the best dancer I possibly could, and sacrificed everything for my training, because when you love something so much, like, you will do that. But unfortunately, it's lent to me having a whole host of health issues, and now if I have a training session that I push it too hard, I have a neck flare up that the pain is so bad that I cry all night and I can't sleep, and I will have extreme fatigue that I won't be able to get out of bed, or like I'll have to have multiple naps in the day. Like, it's really, really bad. It's really debilitating. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, that's just what happened last night, and it just all became too much. And I feel like this is a side of injury that like no one seems to be talking about, is when it's been going on for ages, it's not getting better, it's just the same, and you feel like you're plateauing, you feel like you're stuck. Because when I want to achieve my goals, normally what I do, or what I've done in the past, is if I feel like I'm not where I want to be, I just work harder, I like set new goals, I just hustle harder, and then I achieve the goal. However, in this circumstance, like, that approach isn't going to work, because my goal is to be like back in Sydney dancing at a high level, and currently if I train harder, my neck hurts, I can't sleep, which makes my fatigue worse. If I go to dance classes, my neck hurts, I can't sleep, makes my fatigue worse. If I push myself too hard in the gym, I also get extreme fatigue, nausea, dizziness. So it's been incredibly frustrating, and I think in light of the fact I have an audition again this weekend for the Breaker Girls, I just was feeling really overwhelmed. So that's why I didn't film anything last night, but I wanted to be really raw and authentic with you guys, because part of being an athlete is being injured, and it sucks. It actually sucks. And there are some days that I just wish I had an easy injury, like a broken leg that I know it would heal, you know, like there is a direct path of the healing process that like clinicians follow, but mine, I've been getting treatment on it for like 2 years now, and it's improved a bit, but I'm still in chronic pain every day. And that kind of mental load of always being in chronic pain, like every single second of every day, anytime I'm driving, it's all I can feel. When I'm teaching, I can feel it, like when I'm talking to people, it's the only thing I can think about. Like, it's just incredibly frustrating. So yeah, I feel like that's the side of being an athlete that people don't talk about, and the side of being a professional dancer that people don't talk about. And I just had, a moment last night where it all just became too much, and I just absolutely broke down. But we're not coming in with the same energy this morning, okay? This morning, we are taking a step in the right direction by doing something that is boring, but it's going to help me in the long run, and that is going on the bike for 30 minutes. It feels boring. It feels like I'm not doing much or achieving much, but it's a step to get me in the right direction. It's a step to healing my neck. I've got my pre-workout here, Naked Harvest. Whew. And let's go. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. I have woken up in the red recovery. I was literally just wondering why I felt so down. I have a headache. I'm exhausted today, and I have just checked my Whoop app and I'm at 32% recovered. So I am like deep in the red zone. I have not been very good with like going to bed early, sticking to my nighttime routines, doing my wind downs, and taking like time to chill. So I think I have just like overdone it, and my body is feeling super run down today. But luckily, because today is Wednesday, I have the day off. If you don't already know, I'm a personal trainer, so I have my own fitness business. I also work as a dance teacher as well. They're all contracted, so I kind of like work for myself, which is pretty cool at the age of 22. And so because of that, I get to set my own hours, which is really fun. And I always have Wednesdays off because I teach at a gymnastics place in the weekend. So today it's raining outside. I personally really hate the rain, which is why I really want to move to somewhere like Australia that's like always sunny and tropical and beautiful and warm. I really hate the rain and the cold, but it is the perfect day for a like nourishing rest day. So that's what we're going to take today. I'm planning to get like maybe a coffee, and then we're going to go get my nails done because I have an audition this weekend, and also I just like want to freshen up the nails as like a treat to myself. And then another little treat to myself, I booked in a aromatherapy massage. So I haven't done this in like a year because massages are like an investment, and because I get like a weekly massage at the physio on my neck. So, but I wanted to do something that would relax my body because I just feel like my body has been on such high alert over like the past few weeks. Like I've been having more panic attacks, and I've just been so anxious and stressed, if I'm being honest. So I wanted to do something that could help my body calm down and just be like a safe space for me, and therefore the investment in a massage is worth it today. So it's an aromatherapy massage. They get you to choose like your own scent. They do like face massage, facial, as well as a full body massage, and then like a scalp massage. I'm so excited. So that's at 1. I want to get my nails done before then and just have like a chill reset day because my body feels extremely run down. This is what I was talking about with the fatigue. Like I only did a 30-minute bike ride yesterday. I used to be able to do like 6 hours of training in a day, and now I'm like cooked after a 30-minute bike ride. So that's insane. Yeah, because of that, like I just have these days where my energy is crashed, and I have like a migraine currently. Or just a very strong headache, a little bit of a sore throat, and this is just how my body gets whenever I get run down and I push it a tiny bit too hard. Or if I just push it at all, my body gets run down, which is really frustrating. So we're gonna try like turn it into a positive, and I'm trying to teach myself that rest and recovery is important, and it's also an essential part of being successful. Like any successful person does not just work and work and work and work. Any successful person or athlete recognizes that rest and recovery is part of the process, and I'm trying to become someone like that. And if I have this platform, I don't want to be encouraging you guys to burn yourselves out. So I think it's really important for me to share today what I am doing to just like chill out. And I want to preface that sometimes I just take Wednesday as like a full rest day, like chill in bed. Sometimes I'm having a day like today where I'm like out doing stuff, and then sometimes I use Wednesday as like my admin work day because I have extra programming to do or emails to catch up on or follow-ups and things like that, or brand content to film. So there is not like a one size fits all rest day. So I don't want you guys to be thinking that just because my rest day today is like up doing stuff, that maybe a rest day in bed is unproductive, because that's not true as well. But I know for myself personally, I typically do better if my rest day is like out doing stuff, out seeing people, unless I'm like really, really, really burnt out. And I feel like today I just want to do a few things, and then Ben's coming over tonight. Okay, I just got back from the nail appointment. Look at this. I don't know if you can see on camera. Hello, I'm obsessed. So I got Builder Gel Chrome with French tips, and they look beautiful. I will say like my cuticles are all like raw and bleeding now. They went a little bit hard on the cuticles. They're quite sore, but my nails look gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Now the only thing is my nail appointment was at 11:15, and for some reason I thought it would just be like an hour, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes. My massage was supposed to be at 1. It is now 1 and I just got to my car, so unfortunately I had to cancel that, and I was really looking forward to it. But we're gonna try and see if maybe in another location I can get an appointment. I really hope so, because I was like really looking forward to that more than getting my nails done today, and I feel like I'd be pretty gutted if I can't get it done. But look how gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I think like for some reason they're not as shiny as I thought they'd be. Like, I don't know, in my brain I thought that it would be like kind of rainbowy shiny, but also they look insane, and I feel like just adding the chrome just makes them pop a lot more on my fingers as well. I also thought that Builder Gel was like cheap, or cheaper than acrylics. I thought it'd be like 80 bucks, and it was like $107 with the French, but they look gorgeous, and apparently they last a lot longer than acrylics as well. So I'm feeling really happy, but let's try find an appointment at a massage place. Good news, guys, I was able to rebook for 2:50 and it's now 1, so I have heaps of time at a different location further towards the city, but it's okay. Okay guys, I'm at the spa, about to have my massage, and I'll see you after. Good morning guys, it's Thursday and I'm currently just swapping up my jewellery before I go to the osteo appointment, and I thought while I do that, I'd tell you a bit about my plan for today. Today I'm going to see the osteo. Basically, I have been seeing him for like a month and a half now to try and get rid of my neck pain, and it's actually been the most productive thing that I've had so far for my neck injury, and I feel like it's made the most difference. So I'm feeling really positive about it, and I'm just hoping that it will get rid of all the pain for me. That would be amazing, because I just want to be able to train and dance again. And so I have that this morning, and then I have a few clients and then a core class. By the way, this is the necklace that Ben, my boyfriend, got me. It is so cute. It's a little locket, and he got it engraved on the back. It says love and obsessed, and the inside says today, tomorrow, always. But because I'm doing a lot of sweating today, I wanted to swap it for my Atelier one, which is 100% waterproof and won't tarnish, whereas the Pandora ones are not designed to be submerged in water. Do I submerge it in water on the daily anyway? Yes, but I figured it's a good time to swap it out. I've woken up with a really bad headache, so if my energy seems a bit off, that's why. I can feel it all the way around the front, and I also have like a tingling sore throat in the back of my throat as well. So I have a feeling that I am getting sick or just really run down. So I'm just having to like slow everything down at the moment. I'm also feeling like really hot and like I'm overheating, and I'm just so low energy today. I've got to kind of do something this weekend to just rest, recover. I don't feel very good today. I've just made my breakfast, and I've got a delicious like bacon sandwich with mushroom, egg, lettuce and guacamole in there. So I've got protein, carbs, healthy fats and micronutrients, and I'm so excited, you guys. You guys, look at the bird in the tree. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I need to get like a tripod for my car, because what the hell is happening? No, deep down you want me. Guys, okay, hang on. actually think I'm getting sick. Like I said, I've got a headache, sore throat, and I like walked up the stairs to go to the kitchen and I got out of breath. So I don't know what's going on. Ben has been sick for the past 2 weeks. I was sick the week before that, but his symptoms were different than mine. So I think he might have had something different and maybe passed it on to me. I have such a bad headache this morning and I am not feeling good at all. But on these kinds of days, like I used to just force myself through it, but now like I work with the mindset of like adapting to where I am at, because otherwise you're pouring all of your energy out and then you end up with nothing. I've got this song stuck in my head. I'm now back home because guess who forgot her lunch? Okay, this is the lunch that Ben and I meal prepped last night. I haven't filmed in this like corner of my room in ages, but my mood board is currently on my desk, so I'm eating on the floor. We made Mexican bowls. So taco, seasoned chicken, rice, lactose-free cheese, guacamole, salad. Look at that. Delicious. It's literally like so easy, and if you guys are short on time, like this is something you can make in like 20 minutes max. We're back in the kitchen because I'm taking my temperature. I think I have a fever. Like even at the osteo, he had his hands on me. He was like, you're really hot around your neck and your head and your ears are like boiling. So I think I'm coming down with a cold and I think I have a temperature, but I'm like freezing right now. So maybe it's stopped. Guys, if I get sick again, I kid you not, I was sick like 2 weeks ago. Oh. Not good. Okay, so I have a temperature. Yay! What is going on? I have been thinking about looking into a like naturopath because I have tried GPs, like 3 different types of physio, sports doctors, therapists, like nothing is working, and I think there's something else. Today, my osteo said that he thinks that I might have POTS, which is to do with like your blood not flowing properly or something like that, and it pooling in your feet. For like the past 2 years, 3 years since I've had these symptoms, I've also had quite a lot of swelling in my lower legs alongside the rest of these symptoms. Maybe that is it. Also, other symptoms of POTS are like dizziness, extreme fatigue, which I have both of, and they've been a really big problem. If you're standing for too long, dizziness and fatigue, and maybe even fainting. He said heart palpitations, which if you guys remember, I was having a lot of heart problems. I searched up, it can also be brought on by black mold and it can be brought on by food poisoning, which both of which I had / was exposed to before I started getting really sick in Sydney. So I'm thinking that might be it. I'm gonna see my GP on Monday next week, so I'm gonna ask her about that, and hopefully you guys, she has an answer. I just want to be well. I just want to be back at dance. Like, I have cried about this every single day for the past week. I just want to dance. I just want to be better. I just want to be well enough to be able to move country life. Like, I've been so stuck, and to no fault of my own, it's just been my health. It's not because I'm lazy. It's not because I'm like not trying. It's literally because my health. Like, I'm constantly sick, getting sick, fatigued, nauseating. Like, it will not stop, and I'm just feeling so down, and I've just had enough.
You're going to come back to tabletop, hands on the floor. Inhale, bring the leg down away from the body. Exhale, contract the core, bring it back up. This is going to have your abs or one of your inner thighs. Quickly onto the other one.
Happy Saturday! We just went to our favourite spot, Izzy's of course, and we've started taking our takeaway cups to try and save some plastic. So this is my one that you guys already know I got from the market. And then...
this is my one. It's a ceramic coffee cup. It does have a plastic lid, which I'm not super stoked on, but I'll replace that eventually.
Yeah, and my go-to order at Izzy's is a iced vanilla matcha with salted maple cold foam and coconut milk, but they forgot my vanilla today and it tastes really bitter.
She's a little bit sad. It tastes like grass. Everyone that says matcha tastes like grass, they're correct. It just tastes like grass.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, now we're off to PB Tech. Basically, today on the agenda is I have a reel that I need to film for a brand, and then tonight Ben and I are going to the Dance for Your Life movie. So as you know, I was part of the Dance Life series. Not a main character, but I was there the year that they filmed it, and they filmed our entire cohort. So I was there, I was friends with some of the cast as well. It was such a fun experience. And then they've done like a movie, which is a follow-up, so they have some of the main characters from the first series alongside some new people and fresh faces, and they basically all go to London and they work with like this insane choreographer, Dean Lee, who, if you don't know his professional bio, search it up. He's insane. I'm pretty sure he's worked for Janet Jackson. Yeah, he's amazing. And they basically try and compete for this one single spot. We're gonna watch that tonight because finally, after months of it already being released all over the globe, it's finally released in New Zealand. So we're gonna go to the first official release here in New Zealand. I'm really excited. I'm just going to go support my friends and support the producers who did a really good job on our first series, so it'll be really good to see the second series. But first off, we're stopping at PB Tech to get an attachment for my mic. Oh, also, I did not have a good sleep last night at all.
I wonder why.
In smalls. Last night,
Exposed.
I got 6 hours and 42 minutes of sleep, which is really, really bad. The night before, I had 10.5 hours. My recovery score is on 25%, which is very bad, especially considering I've got the audition for the Breaker Girls tomorrow. I'm coming down with some sort of cold. I've started coughing. I've got a really dry mouth, and I keep getting like a bit of a sore throat and a headache. And I'm feeling really run down and not very well. And I have Breaker Girl auditions tomorrow for the first round of auditions for our NBL cheerleading team that I did last year. It was really fun, so I'm auditioning for a second round, and the audition is tomorrow. It's 3 hours long, and I'm hoping that I can get my recovery score back in the green for tomorrow. I don't like my chances because normally it takes a few days to get it back, but we shall try to take it easy day today. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is such a bright light.
Happy Sunday. I've just made some French toast because today is the day of the Breakers Girls auditions. The audition is for 3 hours, so I'm doing my absolute best to fuel my body with a lot of carbs this morning and over like the day, because as I've said before, your muscles run off of energy tanks that are fueled by glycogen, which comes from glucose, which is in carbohydrates and sugars and things like that. So I need to make sure I have lots of energy for today. I've woken up in the yellow recovery at like 50%. I made this breakfast. It's gonna fuel my body for the whole day. So the focus is on having lots of carbs. I've got gluten-free bread, a small banana, caramelized, maple syrup, this time with sugar. Yesterday I used sugar-free, but I need the extra sugar today, and some bacon for protein as well. It looks delicious. Welcome to my bathroom, guys. Things today are not going to plan. So as you know, today I have the Breaker Girl auditions. This is a contract I did last year, and I'm trying out again for the 2026 to 2027 year. While I was doing my hair, started feeling really hot and really faint. So I checked my temperature and I had a fever of 38.4, insert photo. So I genuinely don't know if I'm going to end up making it to auditions today, because like I have a massive migraine that's just developed over this morning, and now a high temperature. I'm like freezing right now and my body's shivering. So I'm hoping that maybe it's trying to cool me down and I'll be able to make it, because I'm already like halfway ready, but I'm genuinely like really not feeling well today. Like I've pushed through the flu and danced a whole day of full time with the flu. That was horrible. But I don't know if I should in this instance. Like I'm just really not feeling good and I don't think it would be a good representation of me. Also, I never dance well if I have a fever. I messaged the management team and I'm hoping they'll let me do an online audition, or I'm praying that my headache, my migraine and my fever will go away. Because this is not how I planned the weekend to go, the vlog to go. Like I'm really frustrated, and this is what I've been talking about with my health. Like it just hasn't been going very well. It just goes up and down and I keep getting sick and I don't know why. And I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so hopefully that will help sort it out. But yeah, just not the news I wanted. Welcome to my bed, because I have a fever, I have a migraine, I am sick. I don't know what it is, like if it's a cold, if it's like another flu, it's like literally just coming on. But I am shivering because I am so cold. My temperature is currently at like 38 degrees or 38.3 was I last measured it. So I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day in bed. I know that it's like not the most fun end to the vlog. I'm feeling really gutted because I was really wanting to showcase like how I do my nutrition for an audition, how I feel my body, but I guess that'll be coming next weekend now. Basically, long story short, I like messaged the manager and the choreographer and I just said like, hey, like I will 100% push through if you want me to. I've pushed through worse, I've had the flu, I've pushed through, but I do have a fever of 38.4 and a migraine currently, and I don't think I'm going to be well enough to make it in. And they just said like, don't come in, you're going to make it so much worse, you're going to end up feeling worse. So I don't want to make anyone else sick either. But yeah, I'm just feeling really gutted, honestly, you guys. And like I said before, one thing you need to know about me is I hate resting, but I don't know what's happening with my health at the moment. My immune system is obviously very down. Like I just keep catching bugs. I kid you not, 2 weeks ago I had the flu. That lasted for like over a week, and then now I've gotten sick again. I'm so over it. I don't want my energy to be negative in my vlogs ever, but like that's just the realistic truth of my life right now, is that like I am missing out today on a fun day of auditioning because I'm sick. And I've come to learn that in these circumstances, like you shouldn't always just push through, because you can make yourself way more sick in the long run. And if you're sick, you're sick. Like it's not your fault. I'm not just being dramatic. Like my temperature proves that I'm sick. And so you really just need to listen to your body. It's important to listen to your body. And I hope that this is a lesson for any dancers watching out there, that sometimes you just can't push through. There was a massive audition in Sydney that I really, really wanted to do, and I had food poisoning. The worst food poisoning I've ever had in my life. I vomited for 5 days straight. It was so bad. So I couldn't make it to that audition. And sometimes your body just like gives out, and it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to be sick. We're only human. We're not robots. It's okay to be sick. It's okay to take a step back and like let people know, hey, like I'm not at my physical best right now. I don't want to get anyone else sick and I need just some time to recoup. And that's what I'm unfortunately having to do today. And I personally am feeling really frustrated about it because I was so excited for this audition. I was so excited to see all of my friends again, all the girls from last season. And I was so inspired after the Dance Life film last night. Like, that film was insane. Luke, the videographer and producer, and Jade, the producer, are just amazing. There are things that, like, I learnt from that film about my own friends that I didn't know, and it just made me sob my freaking eyes out the whole time, because I feel like everyone in the dance industry is going through these small little things and no one talks about it. And when I was like over in Sydney, I felt so incredibly alone with all the stuff that I was going through with like my mental health and my well-being, and I just felt like I had no one to talk to and no one understood. But I feel like that film made me realize that we're all like so much more similar than we all led on to be. But with that said, I was just feeling so inspired after the film last night to be able to just go and dance. I'm gonna choose my health and look after myself for the afternoon and make sure that I am ready to go for tomorrow, because I have a big week ahead this coming week and I have lots and lots of things to get done. So I'm going to use the rest of this evening to just rest, recoup, watch some Netflix, eat some good food and just nap. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I think it was like a really real insight into what I'm personally going through with injury and my health issues at the moment. And I hope that if you're a dancer watching this, lets you know that you're not alone. Like, so many people out there are going through their own personal problems, and every single dancer gets sick at some stage in their career, and it happens. And every single dancer gets injured at some point in their career, and it happens. And it sucks, and I just want you to know that you're not alone in those struggles. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, a little bit more authentic week in the life, a little bit more raw and open and honest, please make sure to like this video, subscribe down below because it really supports my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys. Mwah.